What's going on, everybody? C here, back with another ladder battle for y'all. We got Rush here in the top right hand corner. Bottom right is Soma on his barcode account, but this is linked to Bassford Soma. These two guys were also conversating at the beginning of this game, so they definitely know who each other are and gonna play out this ladder game, see who takes home the points. These guys hit each other a lot on ladder. Both of them play a reasonable amount, not as much as someone like Zealot or something like that, but they still do get on here and play, depending on, you know, what time it is in the ASL season, if they're going to be trying to hide builds or whatever. They're probably going to be practicing more in private games, but right now there are some ladder games being played. One thing I should mention about these ladder games too is, guys, it's not always going to be the pro players 100% best play when they're playing on ladder. I know that if you're playing on ladder, you're trying 100%, you're doing absolutely everything to try to win. But for a pro player, for example, like Rush, you know, you're practicing a ton in custom games. You're practicing a ton with your friends and practice partners. And the ladder is not, it's not a proving ground for these guys. The proving ground, of course, is in the tournaments, you know, trying to make the money, right, where there's actual money on the line, and pride on the line is in tournament. So when they're playing on ladder, you know, you can see they are still trying. They are still trying to win. There's still the competitiveness that comes with being a professional player, but they're not, you know, they're not going to go to the ends of the earth to try and win a ladder game. And a lot of times they might just be messing around, you know, just trying to have fun after a long day of practice, jump on the ladder, play a couple of fun games, you know, try out a strategy, something silly. And when they start to lose, or when they're, you know, having a rough game, sometimes they just quit. So a lot of those games I actually have to pick out and get rid of, just because suddenly one of them just left, you know. they're like in the middle of a game and they're just like, no, you know, this is tiring, I don't want to do this anymore, and they just leave. It's because they don't actually care very much. But sometimes we do get really good games where both players are trying their hardest. It's just up to the day, I guess, for how hard they actually want to play on ladder. Now we've got Rush going for a 2 racks here. You can see a bit of banter. You cannot do this in tournament. You can't talk to your opponent in tournament. But on ladder, anything goes, man. Anything goes. So he's going to be chatting him up, maybe telling him or asking him about what the build is or something. I don't know what this is. Maybe someone in Korean can, or someone who speaks Korean can translate that for me after. Looks like we've got the Spire just about done. This is not a surprise from Soma at all. He's tracking these Marines. He's got one sunken colony here, just a move out with pure Marine coming across the map. It's not going to do anything against one sunken, as long as it finishes in time, and I do believe it will. Oh, actually, it's only about halfway done. Uh-oh, this is not good. Soma's gotta pull the drones. Here we go. Ling's coming in from the back. That sunken. 14 HP. He didn't focus it. Soma laughing in Rush's face. Ouch. That was a rough attack. He actually could have killed that so easily. But still probably would have died to all the Lings and the drones coming off the line. So a bit of a foiled attack there. And this is 2 racks play. Okay, 3rd rack's on the way. You did force him to build a bunch of lings instead of mutas, so we only have 3 mutas popping out right now when it should have been 6. That means that the turrets can be a little bit later. They can be a little bit less in number, but they will have to come up now eventually. Okay, a lot of chatter here between these two. And a base down here in the bottom left. That's interesting. He doesn't take the main. So Soma playing things out a little differently. Usually he would take this base, go into lurkers, and just play it out in a normal way. But he's decided to take the natural here. Maybe just thinking this is an area that won't be quickly scouted by Rush. And Rush is kind of stuck at his base right now. Can't really move out too much. So this is fine for Soma right now. As long as he continues to produce mutas and keeps this Bioforce off the map, taking the base in the bottom left, it doesn't matter which one it actually is. Because the high ground doesn't actually matter. Getting 1 kill there. Not bad, not bad. It's like the Marines are gonna just chill out here in the natural, waiting for more reinforcements. There's the factory getting started now at about 7 minutes. Do we have any tech transition here for Soma? No, just continue muta production here. His 3rd gas is running, adding on more drones. Coming into the natural here, but Rush, his instant reaction is just to go out on the map. The mutas will have to be pulled back and regrouped here, but I think pretty soon we're gonna have way too many mutas to the point where Rush just can't take this fight. I think he's gonna end up getting squished here. He actually hits the stim button and runs back. He's running towards his natural. He knows that he's in a bit of trouble here. Uh-oh. Here we go. There's a whole nother group of mutas right down over the middle of the map here. It's actually a bit of damaged mutas. There's the Queen's Nest on the way. These Marines are moving. The +1 attack is about to finish here for Soma. In just another couple of seconds, I think it'll be time for him to pull the trigger and actually wipe out this Marine force. A few more lings coming out on the map. That's a surefire sign that Soma is preparing to surround here and kill. We've got 5 racks now. 2 starports are on the way. And it will be some Valkyrie play. So we do have that armory now finishing up. Valkyries are going to be coming out here shortly. The Marine number is getting kind of large. Rush has done a good job of just kind of pressuring enough to keep the Mutalisk out of his natural, but not pressuring too much and going too far to where these lings and mutas can surround and kill. So doing a very nice job here so far. +1 is done for the Marines. And do we have +2 on the way? Okay, +1 armor's just gonna start up. We don't have that science facility just yet, so that's a big missing piece here right now. And the lings are coming up from the side. Mita's still picking away a little bit at a time, but this is a hefty Marine force now. I'm surprised he wants to move out here before his Valkyries are out, but now we've got lurkers on the way here. Look at the number of lurkers in the natural. I think that's going to be enough to hold off this Marine force as long as it gets out in time. Oh, it's going to be so close. All the lurkers pop, they burrow. A bunch of them go down immediately. There's the scan, but actually Rush pulls back. He lost a lot of units there. He's going to lose his reinforcement as well. Ooh, this is not looking good, boys. Rush is not happy, and he taps out early. Oh, man, that's a bit disappointing. Okay, hopping into our next game. You didn't think I was going to leave you like that, did you? No, we've got more here. It is Rush versus Soma once again. They met immediately in the next game on ladder. So back to back here, TVZ. I gotta think that Rush is tilted after that last one. He almost broke Soma twice in that game, and Soma just played it nicely. He went into lurker, got the lurker in time. He threatened to crush the Marine Ball continuously throughout that game. And, you know, there wasn't really much that Rush could do. He was getting into Valkyrie, but it was just not the right call because the transition point was coming. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't want to just wait for a couple of Valkyries before he pushed out there. And then, you know, at least have an opportunity to kill all the Mutalisks. You know, get some map control. But he just really wanted to get in that natural. And you can tell with all the chatter that was going on, pretty tilted right now. I have to assume that we've got Soma here going for the same build as last game, another 11 hatch, and Overlord gonna scout in the wrong direction, but he sends out the drone scout. This is very pragmatic play. There's smart play here from Soma. Send the drone scout right after the hatchery. You get to see the gas, you get to see the timing on the command center, and you can also block this as well. I've been practicing a bit with Shun. He might come on and do some casting with me here soon, but he was mentioning that a really big key thing is to block this natural, or that command center, to force a Marine out first. You have to wait for the Marine to come out and push away the drone, and then you can drop your command center. It just slows that down by quite a bit, by a substantial margin, and allows you to, you know, take real advantage of your 11 hatch. And it just slows down the Terran just ever so slightly. Now we've got another 2 racks play coming in here. There's the gas. We should see an academy popping down here, or maybe he wants to go engineering bay this game, but that's not really Rush's style. He's not so much of a early +1 guy. He's much more of an early stim guy, and so that's probably what we'll end up seeing here. Marines piling up at the natural. Where is that SCV? Did it get picked off already? Well, that would be a surprise. Any of these have a kill? 1 kill. And I picked the right Ling right off the bat. That's how you know you're a skilled caster, boys. You've picked the right Ling immediately. Now, SCVs here, mining at the natural, does not have any defenses at the front here. Usually put a supply depot here, or maybe a bunker if you're really feeling scared, but not having anything so far means that this natural is very wide open, and a big group of Lings right now without it even... He doesn't even have an SCV out here on the map. His SCV died. So Rush is just playing on blind faith that there's not a group of 12 Lings coming out right now. Okay, there's a pause, I guess. And now we're back to the game. Lings have speed. This is where you gotta be scared here, right? As Rush. We see Ling speed, and we see 4 Lings. Well, who's to say he's not producing a whole bunch more? Just run right through this left-hand side and surround all of these Marines, kill them all, and win the game in seconds flat. But he's just not respecting that option here from Soma. Loses a Marine for free there. I guess that was baited out. He does have T-Comsat. He's going to scan the natural, sees 3 Sunkens are going down. We're going to get 2 Sunkens here at the 3rd. So this is a bit of a different strategy from Soma. Going for his Sunken defense here in the early game to get that quick 3rd up. And Spire is on the way here. Marines are coming over. 3 Sunkens at the natural, 2 Sunkens at the main base is all you'll ever need against this early push here. The 2 racks push. So, yeah, I think that Soma's just buttoned right up tight, man. I don't think he's going to be broken anywhere. I think he's just going to be fine here. Especially if you drone drill. Yeah, see, there's no way. He takes a look at that. He sees the 2 Sunkens and just backs away instantly here. And his Marine force, he just taps out. Oh my god, what the heck? And we're back. Game number 3 here between Rush and Soma. And they just keep landing on each other on ladder. It's pretty funny. Their ladder MMR is very, very high. So I'm sure it is difficult to find opponents at that level that are not drop hackers. It probably takes a while, I'm sure, to queue up at this level. They're probably just happy to get a game in most cases, but I think Rush is pretty frustrated with Soma right now. He tapped out extremely early in that last game. We'll probably leave that in for context. I did not know that that was going to be such a short game, or that Rush is going to tap out so easily. But this game, I guarantee you it's going to be longer. I won't say anything more, but yeah, it's going to be a better game, guys. So don't worry about that. We've got Spool coming up as well here as the gas. Let's see if he takes another third base like he did on that last map. For whatever reason, Rush just really didn't want to play against the 3 base there from Soma. It's like, I don't know what you're expecting, man. This guy is, you know, world-class Zerg player. You're not just going to be able to break him with a normally timed 2 racks stim play. It's just not going to happen. He knows what you're doing. He sees the Marine move out. He's going to have Sunkens in time. He's going to have mutas popping. There's just no way. I don't know what you're expecting is going to happen differently here. These two guys, they are on the same team, so they definitely play each other a lot. They may even have, you know, done practice games in the recent past, and yeah, I don't know. They just might have hit a breaking point here where Soma is just taking games off of Rush left and right, and he's getting frustrated and not able to figure out a way to take this guy down. We'll see though if he can make a comeback here, if he can make some sort of magic happen whereas he can actually finagle a way to take out Soma, or will Soma's defense just be way too strong and his meta play just godlike as it always is. Looks like a fast +1 here. So I talked about this earlier that, you know, we don't really see fast +1s out of Rush, but there it is. Fast +1 coming up. Fast +1 coming here on the way. Gonna try and play it out a little bit more safely, a little bit more defensively. Need that +1. Get his turrets up in time. Use this wall so that he can get that tech out as quickly as possible without, you know, spending a whole bunch of money on Marines in the early game. We'll be getting stim and range as soon as possible, and a move out timing with this build will be very, very strong, but it's going to come quite a bit later after the Mutalisks are out here with the 2 hatchery play. And as I say that, I just noticed a 3rd hatchery is here in the main, so Soma also mixing it up here quite a bit. This is definitely not his normal style. He's not the type of player who goes 3 hatchery very often, but in this game, he's going to try it out. And he's probably going to be rewarded here because that normal move out timing that Rush has in a lot of these games is not going to come. We're not going to force... Okay, he has a sunken. I thought he was going to be able to skip the sunken and just get, you know, 9 mutas. He's already got 600 gas, 600 minerals, and this is about to finish. So he will at least be able to pop 7 mutas here to start things off. And there you go, 7 mutas on the way. And you can see no move out here from Rush. So, you know, this is great for Soma. He doesn't have to build these sunken colonies. I mean, he does have one. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but he could have skipped that and been absolutely 100% fine here. The problem is going to be the move out a little bit later. Maybe he wants to get those sunkens, you know, get a wall of sunkens a little bit later. You know, 2, 3 sunkens added on here at the natural while he dives into the main, but that's for future Soma to worry about. We've got a Mutalisk harassment coming in now, and the Marines are still in the natural, so he can dive deep here, and he does not have to worry about the counterattack just yet. He sees now the Marines are moving out with the Lings, so he does in fact have to pull back. and he will do so. He's gonna try and trail these Marines, maybe pick off a few of the stragglers here while back at home setting up some Sunkens. No Sunkens on the way. Uh-oh. He does need to get some Sunkens going here. How many mutas do we have? 7 mutas on the field, so this is definitely a big threat to these Marines here, and big enough that Soma doesn't have to worry about throwing down more Sunkens just yet. A third coming up here in the top right. Soma diving in towards the main base, but he's got to be careful. If this Marine force reaches his natural while the mutas are right here, could be big trouble. He does have quite a few more mutas popping out. He's looking for that Marine force. You can see with those mutas, he's going to get them all together. He should have 11 by now. Sending home one of the damaged mutas. A really high level tactic, keeping the mutas clump healthy here. Making sure that the ones that are damaged are pulled out immediately. There it is, 11 mutas, and +1 attack is on the way. Someone really likes that +1 attack. Lings are coming up. How many did he lose there? I think he lost 3, but kills off the entire Marine ball. Not the quickest reinforcement here from Rush. That army must have been up here on the top of the ramp, because it didn't make it down to this front area in time to help save, but at least he keeps the medics alive, or some of them. Lings heading up here to the top right, does pick off a scouting SCV, so Rush able to find this base without actually wasting a scan. It's very, very nice, very efficient play here, because now he'll be able to scan the main, he'll be able to scan the natural more and more often in order to find out when this transition is coming, and I think he just saw it. Queen's Nest here on the way. Hydra's Den as well is coming, so we're going to be going to Hive Tech here very, very soon. Of course, there will be lurkers popping out here shortly. Actually, hold up, we have a evolution chamber on the way, so there will be lurkers, but this could be a Hydra Defiler game. I think that might be the way we're leaning at this moment. +1 Carapace is on the way. And this is the natural as well, right? We do have this natural taken, so that's a little bit scary. A lot of drones being transferred here. I don't know what this transfer timing is. This base has been up for a while, but he's going to transfer those drones now. And that's going to give him a big income boost as soon as those arrive. Of course, it is cutting down his income right now as they're traveling across the map, but the better spread of drones here, you can see. Maybe that was actually a round of drones that popped out. I wasn't actually paying attention to the production tab there. A Ling counterattack coming into the natural. I love this. Doing some real good damage here. Getting rid of a turret, but not forcing the Marines to return, unfortunately. And he's only got 1 sunk in here. Uh-oh. This is not good. He's going to have to confront these Marines directly. There's no way he can stop this without fighting with the Marines here. Here comes the Lings from behind. A lurker is about to pop. Another stim here from Rush. Picking off a few more at the edge before he engages with the Lings. Here we go. Lings come running in from the back right as the lurker pops. The mutas are getting very, very low in number, but it looks like just barely going to clean up here. 2 mutalists remain. That was very, very close to a bust. Once again, Rush just not quite able to bust Soma. Soma survives, and he's got his upgrades coming here. He's got lurkers on the way. Oh, this is painful for Rush, man. Just barely not able to get it done. He is going to be moving out now with some science vessels. He's got his first 2 irradiates. Can start to throw them down on lurkers, but the lurker number is going to explode here in a second. Got more and more lurkers popping down. What is this? Another? Oh, this is a Nidus network. Gonna set it up here. He's gonna take this base up here as well. Setting up 4 gas. He's gonna get a ton of lurkers over in this area. Does he have additional macro hatches coming up? Not quite yet. Maybe this is going to be a ultra game. I'm not sure if he wants to go ultra here. Another evolution chamber coming up. Maybe ultra. We don't have attack upgrades coming for the Hydras yet. Another hatch coming up in the main. Surprised he doesn't want to take this one just yet. But there is the threat of drops, of course, coming across the map. The Ling placement's pretty good, but I don't think he actually saw that. Okay. How many lurkers we have up here? 2 lurkers. We've got the Nidus, and we've got 2 defilers. A third defiler pops out as well. So there's not enough irradiates here to deal with all the defilers. Oh boy, here we go. He's gonna not irradiate. He's just gonna D-matrix some fire bats and go for it. Diving on top of these lurkers, but there's another lurker right there. Can he actually break through? He kills one of the lurkers. 2 of the lurkers go down. Another couple of lurkers pop out. He's going after him. Oh, not gonna be able to get it done again. Just barely not able to break there. If all the lurkers were stacked here, he 100% breaks this, but unfortunately some of the lurkers popped out on this left side. You know, more of them came forward, and he ends up holding. Gonna start to come out here. Plague is on the way. I don't know what the plan is with this. Just Dark Swarm and Lurker Burrow, I guess. Making some space here. Threatening with these lurkers, but you can definitely go around this, and I think that's what Rush will probably end up doing. Maybe head over here towards the natural. This is starting to get pretty scary here. Soma is growing at a kind of an exponential rate as he gets more and more gas, as his extra hatcheries finish up here. Is this a hatchery? Yes, another hatch, and there it is, the Ultralisk Cavern. So we're going for a more standard game here from Soma, excuse me. The only difference is he didn't take this base. Instead, he took this one, and now he's going to take this one. So kind of a little bit of a mix-up, but you know, he held it off really, really nicely. His timings were all perfect. He didn't need this ramp. All he needed was a stacked lurker clump with this overlord over top, and he was able to hold everything off and get himself into Defiler, get that Dark Swarm down, and yeah, he's in a great position now with 42 drones to 50. It's going to be really hard for Rush to hold on. Let's take a look at his side of the map, because we haven't been over here for a little while. No factory on the ground as of yet. This might be a time to drop another factory, put 2 factories here, and just start pumping tanks, because he's going to have a lot of gas coming up here shortly. With that third base kicking in, he should definitely keep this upgrading. Is he at 3-3 already? What is he at right now? 2-1, and he's not upgrading. That's not a good sign, guys, because we're about to get +2 carapace here. And Lings and Lurker actually managed to walk across the map without Rush noticing. He's going to get a Dark Storm here in the natural. Unfortunately, though, this is covered by some Fire Bats. So Fire Bats will tear this apart. 1 Lurker is not going to be enough to kill all these Fire Bats. So he will kill that. He will kill the Defiler. Oh my god, what do we got here? A drop in the back and a bust at the front. He's going after the Nidus network. Oh man, I missed that. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like quite a bit of action going on this side of the map here, as he's actually clearing out this base. Running by here, I think that Soma can eventually hold this off. That 1 HP. Oh, did he get one? Yeah, he did get a plague on some of these. And some irradiates are going to go off here while the science vessels are retreating. There's actually 2. Oh my god, he needs to kill this with the 2 mutas. Okay, maybe he turns around now and finds it. Yeah, there we go. He's going to get it. Kills off both of the drop ships. Well, what? Oh my god, what am I looking at right now? This is 1 HP. You couldn't shoot 1 glaive? Okay, that's a bit of an error there, I'll say. The Nidus is coming up now. Some ultras are on the way. This is, again, an instance where Rush almost broke through. He almost got in, but maybe he did enough damage this time to where he can actually take a win here. Another 2 science vessels go down. Rush doing, Soma doing a good job of picking those off. Got an earlier plague on some of them as well. A lot of fire bats coming out. You know that Rush, he knows his position right now, that he is badly damaged Soma in this game. He's hurt his economy quite a lot. So there's probably going to be not too many ultras out right now. There's probably going to be a lot of lings and a lot of dark swarms. So building a whole bunch of fire bats can be very, very strong. You can break through positions like this without too much trouble. There's only 1 lurker here, 1 dark swarm, and a ton of lings. Of course, there are buildings, but dark swarm does not help buildings. So if he can just bring the fire bats up here, there's a great plague on all the fire bats. That's very, very painful, but the fire bats really doing their work right now, picking off these. Wait, he's actually going after the sunken. The fire bats really need to focus the lings. There we go, running on behind the mineral patch is going to get some damage, but that force will be cleaned up over here at the 4th base. For Rush, ultras are cleaning up this little force here. Where are the dropships? Did he actually send those back home and repair them? That would be kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe they tried to fly in again? I don't know what happened to those dropships. Oh, there they are. They've been completely forgotten. Oh, that's fine. Gonna get another couple of kills here. Rush with 7 kill Marine. Get kind of forgotten here by Soma for quite a long time. It's a lot of lost mining time and also quite a few lost drones as well. Now an army out here on the map, a 4th base, 5th base actually is up for Rush here, and he's still not making that transition. Do we have a 3rd starport? No 3rd starport. Really surprising stuff. I would expect him to take these gases a little bit quicker and put down, you know, 2 more starports and just start pumping BCs. We've got this on the ground. He could put down a physics lab and start to go to work with that, but so far not choosing to do so. He's banking up a lot of gas here. Rush putting on the pressure still, putting down some good irradiates here, cleaning up some ultras, but for the most part, Soma has recovered. He's got his bases going. He's starting to run low on minerals. You know, he had a lot of drones in the early game and the mid game. So a lot of those mineral patches are getting low. He needs to get another base up relatively soon. We are at just about the 20-minute mark. So the gas is depleted here at the main and the natural is getting close. About 20 minutes is when that gas will end up running out. So he does need another base here. He hasn't been on 4 gas for long and it is already out. So just back down to 3 gases once again. He's gonna run forward here, try to pick off these Marines. Pretty good splitting there by Rush. Comes up for some irradiates, but gets some ketchup in the face, unfortunately. All of these science vessels badly damaged here by the plague, the plague goo. Do we have any? Oh, there's one Muta. Go for it. Oh, he gets one. Getting a bit of miss micro there. There's another kill for that Muta. The one Mutalist, the hero Mutalist here with 6 kills. And another plague gonna come out, I think. No, not able to get that plague down. This Ultra doing the Lord's work here, trying to chase down these damaged Marines. Does end up getting picked off. We've got some random Ultras out here in the middle of the map. Those need to be getting into position to actually fight something. Maybe helping out the lurker. No, they're gonna back away. I think they're on hold position from being irradiated earlier. There's another big group of irradiates. He really needs something out here to deal with all these science vessels that are super low HP. The Marine number is a little bit too small right now, and it does get picked off pretty efficiently by Soma. Another group gonna come out here and try to fight, but this is still a low number. Another kill goes down for that Muta, and it finally does get picked off. This science vessel number is pretty darn low. There's the gas being added on. This one's not been taken just yet, but still no third starport here. A real surprise from Rush, as this gas is pretty high. His income is good. He's really trying to produce here, but his supply is just not that high. Kind of surprising to see only 123 to 126 right now. So I'm actually spiking up ahead in supply. He's got his own 5th base coming up here, a 6th base on the way as well. Army just moving around every which way. Here comes a defiler to break this base. Does he have any fire bats in here? Oh, that one's empty. Okay, that's no good. Just an empty bunker there. Not going to be able to do much for him. He's probably going to have to lift this command center and clear this out with irradiates to actually get rid of that. Oh, God. No, Rush. What are you doing on the map that you didn't lift off? Oh, boy. Okay, I guess he's clearing out some lurkers on this side, but still a big loss there for Rush. Another army coming into the 3rd. I think this might be the breaking point here, boys. Soma just getting all over the place on the map. Is going to kill a ton of SCVs. He could kill this command center as well. Big plague there. GG is called. Rush's final army gets picked off, and this game is over. GG. Okay, we got one more game. These guys meeting each other on ladder for 4 times in a row. The 4th game here is going to be a 4 pool from Soma. Guys, why you gotta do your teammates like this, huh? Rush is so tilted right now. He just lost 3 in a row. Soma took him down. You know, he didn't have to do any sneaky tricks. He just went for a pretty normal game. Muta transition into lurker, into ultra. It's... Oh, why you gotta 6 pool the man now? Is this gonna kill? Oh, God. He's going for a wall, guys. A wall is on the way, and we're 6 pooling. It is cross map, but I think this is just an instant win here. And these guys are teammates, let me remind you. The competitiveness here is a little bit ridiculous, boys. Why are we 6 pooling on ladder against our teammates? Shouldn't we be trying to get some good games in? Soma doesn't think so. He thinks, you know what? Let me just throw in a 6 pool here. We've already played 3 games in a row. Oh, this actually does start. Let's see how much he can get done with, how much of this supply depot he can get finished. Oh boy, can he actually finish this? He's gonna have to pull a ton of workers. Oh, the Marine is out. The Marine is out. The supply depot's getting low. He's gonna have to pull a lot more workers than this. He blocks. The block is good here. There's 1 drone at the front. The Marines are here to block the second, or the SCVs are here to block. The second Marine does pop out. Can he get another supply? He's gonna start it. Okay, he starts the supply depot. He's gonna lose the SCV right away. The supply depot is getting low. He does lose it, but he's got SCVs in the back. Oh, he's gonna hold. He's gonna hold. He gets the drone back at home. There's only 3 drones here, and lings are being produced. So he's not gonna be able to get in here. This wall is going to finish, and Soma going to lose out. Generally, when there's a wall in the front, it's an instant loss for the Terran player, because there's really nothing you can do. You're gonna have to pull your SCVs all the way from the main. The wall's not gonna be up in time. The lings are gonna make it there before the second supply depot goes down, but because we were in cross maps, he manages to just barely get that supply depot up. And he's gonna produce some links. You can see a bunch of chatter going back and forth. Rush, he knows how good of a position he's in right now, but he moves out with the Marines. What is he doing? Rush, hello? Are we joking around here, or what's going on? I guess he didn't expect more links to be made. And, you know, I mean, it was held. Okay. That's not good. We're still at 3 drones. 3 drones to 20 SCVs. So, I guess Rush is still gonna win? Even though he walked out with Marines and lost everything? But... he lands his barracks and he manages to get another Marine out, so he's okay. The second command center is done. They're still talking shit. I don't know what's going on right now, but he's still making lings, boys. The guy made an overlord and he's still making lings. We don't have a gas, we don't have speed, we don't have drones, we don't have any buildings except for the spawning pool in the hatchery, but we're just making lings on 3. What is the plan here? I mean, Russia's gonna move out with like 10 Marines and this game is gonna be instantly over. He's hiding a bunch of lings here. But, I mean... how much is this going to help you? We've got an academy. We're going to have stim. We're going to have medics. And you're still sitting here building lings, slow lings. This is not going to win you the game. Oh my gosh, Soma. This is the cheesiest game, man. What are you doing? 3 drones still. We've got a comsat. He's gonna scan the main. He's gonna scan the main and see 3 drones. And what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna get 2 medics and he's gonna get stim. He's gonna get +1. He's like getting his engineering bay at 6 minutes as though there's gonna be mutas. What the heck? SCV ASL. I don't know what we're talking about here, but I mean, it can't be a game-winning conversation. Here we go. A ton of legs. He's gonna drop the barracks, at least not let them into the main. Oh my god, these Marines just get slammed. He's just laughing. Just laughing. And he leaves the game. Oh my god. Oh man. What a series between these two guys. Crazy, crazy games here. And the 4 pull at the end. The cherry on top there, guys. I hope you enjoyed that game. Oops, I forgot to show you guys the score screen there, but I don't think it matters. It was a 4 pull game. Anyway, that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Hit that like button as well. Leave a comment. It definitely helps me out. I'm trying to get more traction with these replay casts. It's been going a little bit slow. Slower than what I've expected, but of course we are in the ASL season. But anything you can do to help is much appreciated, guys. I will see you in the next cast.